Hey, my name is Barron Hamilton. I'm the owner of the Smash Food Trailer, specializing in smash burgers. We cook a variety of smash burgers, travel city to city, setting up in business lots. Typically we do private events, things like that. So the way Smash came about, basically tired of the day-to-day grind working in the corporate world, really wanted to do something for myself. Couldn't say I was 100% confident that it would work. Just knew I could cook, knew I could market. Started with the marketing. That was the most important piece because that's what set it up for success, and so far things are going good. I mean, the biggest part was between me and my wife. We know a lot of people. She knows a lot more people than I do, because I started marketing well before I had a trailer. You know, I started trying to talk it up and post some pictures, this and that at home. But I mean, it's the marketing. That's the most important part, if you ask me. We don't have to do as much now, but if you ever stop, if you ever get stagnant, people get uninterested. So we try to do pictures, we try to do videos, just silly post, anything to get people engaged. But mine was always I wanted to open a restaurant. But then when COVID happened, I ran restaurants my whole life, and it just wasn't my passion anymore. Not to say I wouldn't want to own a restaurant, but this is just so much simpler because it's me, my wife, and I have one employee. I have one salaried employee. That's it. We have people help us on occasion for large events and things like that, but it's so simplified. And not only that, I know I can trust 3 people to get the job done. I was on a scale of 140 people is what I used to deal with. So it's a lot less stressful. I don't really want to say less stressful because obviously it's mine now and I have to worry about that factor, but definitely from the people aspect, it's less stressful. I think that actually operating the business is probably the least time you spend. Like us, we'll go set up for lunch 3.5 hours. People like, they work 3.5 hours a day. I'm like, we pretty much never work less than 10, and that's on the low end because it's, first off, like I said, the marketing is a all-day thing. At night, I'm just laying in bed marketing. I'm just trying to say, what can I do? And it's just scheduling, booking events, putting, shopping. I mean, it just never ends. There's always something to do. But I don't want that to come off as a complaint either because I love every second of it. But it's, the glamorous part is definitely the cooking, the serving the burgers, not everything else that goes on to get to that point. Well, I had some experience as far as the financial aspect. Now, if I didn't, I would be 100% that, because I think most people who haven't dealt with that at all, you wouldn't have a clue, because even all the years that I spent doing it, because it was someone else's, so I had accountants, I had all that, I didn't really have to do it. Now it's me. I have to do every bit of it. So if you don't have even the least bit of experience, by far, if you ask me, I think definitely the financial aspect, just the actual business aspect of owning a business. I love food. And when I say I love food, it's like the highlight of my day every day. So I don't know, just seeing people actually say they loved it, or just showing appreciation that we came and set up in their parking lot. It's like we didn't really do anything. We just did our job. So I don't know. I think it's just seeing people actually enjoy what we do and getting their pleasure out of it. Like I said, when I started this, I was just like praying that I could just make it, even if it's by the skin of my teeth, which, it's taken off so much better than I expected. I don't know, just grateful. There's really not many words. There's 1,000 words I could probably use, but I think grateful is just the biggest one, because I don't take for granted. Like every time I get a message and somebody's like, "Can you set up?" Even if I can't, I'm just so happy that they still message me. Because we've been going about 7.5 months now, and it just doesn't get old. I still get excited when somebody sends me a message. I'm like, thank God they still want me. It's just, I don't think that part will ever get old. Anybody could do what I do at 16 years old. Like, I've seen people, I'm on a lot of food truck pages, things like that, and they have, their parents help them get them there, but they're running food trailers at 16 years old. They're running full-blown businesses. How successful they are, I don't know, but age has nothing to do with it. The only thing I gained with age was experience. And there's a lot of it, but and it did set me up for success, I think, but Now, age is like plays about that much of a factor. Experience is a pretty big thing, but it's really just drive more than anything. Find something you're interested in and just run with it. Even if you don't know, just do it. And then, if it don't work out, do something else. There's, especially if you're 16, 15 years old, I mean, you have so much time to figure it out. But it's never too early to start figuring it out. I wouldn't have went to college. It didn't benefit me unless you know for a fact what you're going to do, especially trades now. God, I would have gotten into trade. I mean, I would have done this had I known, obviously, but trades are insane. You can come out of high school making more than most adults do their entire life. So like I said, maybe an unpopular opinion, but it's definitely a fact to an extent, because I know several kids that came straight out of high school and they are making a living out of high school. My stepson, for example, he's got a career job and he's just turned 19 years old. He was working a month after high school making great money. So in hindsight, yeah, I would have probably pursued a trade, or if I would have known anything what I was doing with this, I would have done this a lot sooner.